Some investors don't lend their securities because they want to vote in annual meetings. But do they have to sacrifice performance? I know it's important for investors to vote their shares, because that's how they exercise influence over the companies they vote in. It's even a higher profile item these days, as environmental and diversity issues are so important on the corporate calendar. I've met many investors over the years that don't lend their securities because they're worried that they can't vote their shares while they're out on loan. And they're absolutely right. So it's an easy decision for them then not to lend because they want to stay engaged with the companies they invest in. It's easy, but it's wrong. The important thing to understand is that a bank or a broker-dealer that has borrowed the stock is legally obliged to return the stock whenever an investor asks for it back. So if your stock is on loan and you want it so you can vote, just ask for it back. And if a borrower is asked for the stock back and doesn't do it on time, in most markets they can be bought in and forced to give you your stock back. And buy-ins cost money, so nobody wants that. It doesn't really come to that draconian measure because securities lending is a relationship business, and buy-ins are bad for relationships. And a failure to return stock by a borrower on time for a lender to vote would be bad for the relationship. But maybe that's not good enough for you. So how about this? You can ask your agent to automatically ask for your stock back whenever any kind of vote is coming up. I've done that for investors in the UK, and it's standard practice in Japan and Taiwan, and commonplace in Australia and other locations. So there you have it. You don't need to choose between performance and voting. You can do both. Let me warn you though, people are going to try and talk you out of it, usually because it means more work for them. Too bad. You just stick to your principles. If you're a happy voter that lends, tell me your top tips in the comments below. But if you're still skeptical, tell me why.